of northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is WNEP TV 16, the news station. Now, Nolan Johannes, Karen Harch, Jack Ruland in Skycam 16, meteorologist Tom Clark with his backyard forecast, and Tim Carlson Sports. This is Newswatch 16.
Emergency crews in Carbondale will now be able to respond more quickly, and it all has to do with 911. Carbondale has actually been connected to the 911 emergency network since 1978. People in the city who dial 911 reach the Lackawanna County Comm Center. The Comm Center would then call Carbondale Fire, Police, or ambulance by phone. But beginning today, the Comm Center can tone out Carbondale by two-way radio, and that means emergency crews can be dispatched more quickly.
The city of Lock Haven is trying something new. Shoppers are being allowed to park for free for 2 hours on 2 downtown streets. Newswatch 16's Valerie Devine says city officials hope to bring more business into the center of the Clinton County community.
If you shop along Main Street or Bellefonte Avenue in downtown Lock Haven, you're liable to run into City Police Officer Bill Barner. Barner is putting chalk marks on tires of cars. He's doing it to keep track of people taking advantage of 2 hours worth of free parking. In case you forget, meters are marked. The idea comes from downtown merchants who are hoping it increases their business.
I'm extremely excited about it. I think it's an approach we haven't had in a long time. I think it'll be an incentive for a customer to come to Lock Haven. We know it's not the total answer, but it's a start in the right direction.
The free parking will continue for the next 5 months on a trial basis. City officials admit they'll lose money, but are willing to take the chance. And shoppers are already taking advantage of parking for free.
Sounds pretty good to me. That'll save you money. That's what I look for, always looking for money.
I think it's wonderful. I'm on my lunch hour, and this is the second parking place I've been able to find.
City officials tell me they'll keep a close eye on business downtown over the next 5 months. If business improves, then they may consider extending the free parking plan past the trial period. And if it doesn't, well, as one merchant put it, at least we had our chance. Valerie Devine, Newswatch 16, Lock Haven.
When Newswatch 16 continues, we'll tell you about education and jobs.
The Navy has a new program it hopes will overcome manpower shortages, and we'll tell you about the job outlook for college graduates.
Imagine that you could commission a new car. Imagine you could create a model that appears nowhere else on Earth. Imagine you were a Northeast Pennsylvania Chevy dealer, for only then could you do it. Introducing Celebrity Town Car, a limited edition, elegantly appointed. A name you'll see nowhere else. Celebrity Town Car, created only for the Northeast Pennsylvania Chevy dealers. Yours for just $99.80. Come see it soon, while this limited edition lasts, here and nowhere else. Imagine.
I've wanted one of these all my life. I never even got to change the tires, much less drive one. I just put new tires on my car, too. I always say to the dealer, put on Kelly tires. My Kellys are a lot like this car. They look great, handle beautifully. The difference is, with Kellys, I can afford the real thing.
Kelly, a good deal on a great tire.
The Navy says it desperately needs people trained in the medical field, but those recruits are hard to come by. As Newswatch 16's Bob Reynolds reports from Lehigh County, the Navy is making a new offer that some high school students just can't refuse.
Tracy Tabinski and Meg Whitehead are 2 Allentown High School seniors who've made a decision which will affect the rest of their lives. They've signed up for a new program in the Naval Reserve. In return for an 8-year hitch, most of which is served on weekends, the Navy will pay for their 2-year college education as X-ray technicians.
It's great. I love it because it's not really a worry to me anymore. Before it was like, how am I going to do it and things like that, but now it's just like all I have to do is apply. I'm looking forward to it a lot. I really can't wait.
The Naval Reserve is going into high schools with a free education offer because it desperately needs trained medical people. The Navy has also found that everyone can benefit.
The cost to the taxpayer is much less training medical people this way than sending them to Navy schools.
School officials we talked to say the new Navy program meshes well with the needs of tomorrow's leaders.
both of these girls have thought long and hard about this, and I think that's the important thing, that they are actually meeting their goals and meeting it with the help of the military.
The Navy says the main reason for the program is to get good qualified people into our reserves to build up our country's military strength. That's why for the next several years, the Navy will be going around to high schools like this one all across the country and recruiting about 800 youngsters a year. Bob Reynolds, Newswatch 16, Lehigh County.
There's another type of recruiting going on right now across the country. It's happening on college campuses. And Newswatch 16's Marisa Burke reports Marywood College seniors say they have a better chance now at getting the job they've always wanted.
Hi, my name is Joe Ish. I'm from Integrated Logistics.
It's Larry Kowalski's first job interview. A personnel manager from Westinghouse, a big electric company, is at Marywood College interviewing some seniors. Larry is applying for a job in data processing.
I have your credentials here. You're interested in the job.
I realized that
Computer science.
the computer field was one that was relatively new, which had a lot of opportunities.
The people who help seniors find their first jobs say there are a lot of opportunities in both the newer high-tech jobs and the traditional ones. They say right now the market looks good for graduates.
Jobs are out there. It may take a hunt and a search and some self-knowledge, but it's looking good.
It's looking good for Mary Drew, who already had 10 job interviews this year and today interviewed with Westinghouse.
Well, I'd like to be able to live on my own. I'd like to make at least that much money. I want a large company that's going to be in business a long time that I can stay with and move up.
College officials say in the past couple of years they've seen more and more graduates get jobs in the fields that they went to school for. A sign that the opportunities are out there, and good news for graduates who now might have a better chance at landing that job they'd like to keep for a lifetime. Marisa Burke, Newswatch 16 at Marywood College.
Next, meteorologist Tom Clark with that weather watch.
It was nice, Tom, but did we break that record we were talking about?
It sure felt like it.
Felt like summer.
It did. But there is a change coming, folks, and I'll talk about that when we come back. But now I'd like to say that you are watching Newswatch 16 on WNEP, and we are proud to serve the town of Mackeyville and all of Clinton County.
Ain't nothing like the real thing. Oh, no.
Burger King introduces real fried chicken, new chicken tenders.
Ain't nothing like the real thing.
Not processed like nuggets, all white meat chicken breast fillets.
Ain't nothing like the real thing.
New chicken tenders from Burger King. Real good, real chicken fillets.
Get the
The savings are hot on the full line of Ford. Check our Taurus, Motor Trend's Car of the Year, Thunderbird, and Mustang. Save hundreds in finance charges with 9.9 annual percentage rate financing on all new Tempos. And you'll get Ford's new 3-year unlimited mileage powertrain warranty free at your Quality Plus Ford dealer. Ford Fever.
It's a sure sign of spring and warm weather. The whole city of Scranton is cleaning up. Today's the first day of a citywide campaign, and as Newswatch 16's Mark Anik reports, people are already pitching in.
Tom Labaranti of Scranton is doing something the city hopes everyone will do. Tom is cleaning up. Tom says most of the things he's dumping were damaged by Hurricane Gloria. Since then, the garbage has been sitting in his backyard. Well, now that the city and the neighborhoods are putting out dumpsters, he's more than happy to dump it.
Gave me the opportunity to get rid of some junk I had laying around the house, out in the backyard on my property.
Cleanup organizers hope other people will get rid of the garbage on their property, the result being a cleaner city. Towards that end, dumpsters will be out around the city during the month of April. People can dump big items here, old washers, hot water heaters, even trees like C.J. Slayo did.
I think it's a good idea. It gives me a chance now to clean up my yard. That's what I'm doing. I'm cleaning up my backyard. I cut down some old trees.
The mayor thinks it's a good idea, too. So much so, he's thinking of making it an annual event. The mayor says now is the time to clean up while the dumpsters are out and the dumpster service is free. He also says the city plans to get tough on people who litter. And he says there will be stiff penalties for people who use the roadside for a garbage can. Mark Anik, Newswatch 16, Scranton.
spring cleaning in weather that's more like the middle of July.
Yeah,
Boy,
good
Tom,
time.
it's been terrific.
Is it possible that we may be getting a little spoiled?
Well, I guess.
I mean, it's been just incredible, folks, the past 5 or 6 days. My lawn could use a drink of water out back here, and I'm sure that yours could too. There's a chance it'll get one, I think, late tonight. I said just a chance at this point. We'll look ahead for the rest of the week after I show you some temperatures now across the area. My weather watcher Bob Shahutsky in Mount Carmel reports 68. Matthew Prokowski out there in Cowan, Union County, checks in with 74. And Mike Cattell has a 72 in Wyoming at this hour. He had a high of 79 there in the valley today. Now let's look at the reading here. The sky is clear, the birds singing away, 73 out back. 25% humidity, very dry air once again. The wind coming in from the south at 14 and the barometer is at 29.95. High, 78 degrees. Now notice, just 1 degree shy of the all-time record for this date. 46 last night, 8 above back in 1923. And yes, I think we're being a bit spoiled. Look at that high a year ago today, only 45 with some rain. And a little fun in the sun today in the town of Landingville, Schuylkill County. Watch out there. As a Phillies fan, it can't be too bad. Here's the radar image from the past 12 hours. Notice band of showers and thunderstorms heading towards Pennsylvania, out ahead of a leading edge of cooler air. But that line has been kind of breaking down during the day today. You notice the showers breaking up just a bit. They're moving east at about 30 miles per hour. And as this line gets in towards us later on tonight, there is the chance of a shower, and I sure hope so. But some places probably won't get any rain from late tonight through tomorrow morning as this line moves on through. There it is on the satellite map. The air behind it, not that much colder. Temperatures today underneath all this sunshine in the 50s and 60s. That will be our weather for the next couple of days, but stormy weather brewing out west. This indicates a big change taking place in the jet stream, and I think that will offer a greater chance of rain here. You guessed it, over the coming weekend, unfortunately, but we could use it. For tonight, then, hit or miss with some showers moving through anytime from 2 a.m. till about 8 a.m. And by morning, 51 in Honesdale, Ulster about 48, Freeland 48 for the morning low, and South Williamsport 50, Selinsgrove about 52, and the wind will be shifting to northwest by morning. A sunrise time will occur at 5:47 tomorrow morning, and the sun sets at 6:28. Tonight, increasing cloudiness, the chance of a shower, 51 here, 63 for the high tomorrow. So goodbye 70s, partly cloudy skies, and then some sunshine on Thursday, nice on Friday, chance for some showers over the weekend once again. So like summer today, but gang, it's back to spring tomorrow.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's okay, right?
It'll be nice. As long as it's not winter. That's okay.
See you in the update, Tom.
Thanks, Tom. The Sports Watch is next with Tim Carlson and the big celebration in Louisville.
Plus, one more look at the reason for all the hoopla.
The all-new Olds Delta 88, now at your Olds friends. It's the big league car for the Little League team. With front-wheel drive, multi-port fuel-injected engine, power steering and brakes, air conditioning, AM/FM stereo, all standard. And most of all, it hasn't lost its traditional values. It's redesigned outside, but the same roomy inside. It's the big hit in northeastern Pennsylvania. So run down to your Olds friends and get 9.9 GMAC financing on over 400 available models.
Hey there, laddie. Now there's an easier way. With press and place caulk from 3M. Just unroll, press and place, and remove liner.
Hey, that looks great.
Aye, and no mess. And press and place caulk will last for 20 years. Our 3M will replace it free.
Wanna buy a used caulking gun?
There's just one rule for doing it yourself. Don't do it yourself without 3M.
If you haven't been outdoors yet to appreciate the nice, warm, summery weather, just take one look at Tim Carlson, and it'll remind you what it's like. It's
nice and pink.
looking.
Very nice.
Thank you very much. And I thought I'd be in the pink today and, you know, kind of spruce things up. All right. More honors for local athletes today. I'm always happy to tell you about this. This time, from the Associated Press, the honors come. The All-Pennsylvania Scholastic High School basketball team has been named. And I'm happy to tell you that no less then 31 excellent high school basketball players from northeastern and central Pennsylvania made the team. 29 of those by honorable mention. The other two, Ed McCaffrey of Allentown Central Catholic, our #1 team, and Mike Joseph of Hazleton made the second team. Our congratulations to all the great kids named by the AP as all Scholastic High School basketball players. That's terrific. All right, I must admit, last night's NCAA title game lived up to all the hype. It was a great, intense contest. Louisville beating #1 ranked Duke 72-69. Let's look at it again. Early on, it was shoot 'em up. Johnny Dawkins with the steal and foul, and Duke up by 3 early. Mark Allery got the lead up to 7 with the slam underneath. But game MVP Purvis Ellison cut the Duke lead back to 3 with the follow-up dunk right there. The kid was tremendous. He's a freshman. Then it's Ellison again, this time on the steal and seal to tie it up at 31. But Dawkins' baseline jumper put Duke back up by 3 at the half, 37-34. In the second half, the Cards take the lead. Watch Billy Thompson right here with the nice jump shot. Yes, it's all net. 41 seconds left now. The Cards go up by 3. Ellison gets the miss, and he'll put it up and in. The kid was just tremendous. Danny Ferry cuts the lead to 1 as he gets the rebound and puts it in. 3 seconds to go, but Milt Wagner does the job for Louisville on the foul line, and they put away the national title, the final. The Cards win it 72-69 over Duke. Louisville wins their second national title in 6 years. I was impressed with one more thing about Louisville's victory. The class Coach Denny Crum and his players showed following the immediate celebration.
This team has done this all year. When the going was tough and we had to have something, somebody came through and got it done.
I'm happy, but I'm more elated that we won the national championship. And I think we could be a team to reckon with next year. Hopefully we can repeat.
I got hurt last year. I sat out the whole year, and here I am, part of the national championship now. And, it's like a dream come true. I like to thank God for it, and we're #1 in the country.
And back in Louisville, the fan celebration was much less subdued. As a matter of fact, the Kentucky town went wild. For example, notice this television reporter attempting to do a live report. I'm sure the policemen on duty last night slept well after finishing their shift, and I'm sure the celebrants woke up today with headaches. What a time in Louisville. A couple of quick notes out of spring training in Florida. The Atlanta Braves have released pitcher Terry Forster. Now, he's the guy David Letterman has maligned in the past for his large size. We're going to have more on Terry Forster tonight at 11. I think you'll enjoy it. And the Phils play the Red Sox today. A good outing for Charlie Hudson, his first in a while. The Phils won it 3-0. The Yanks in Kansas City, the Royals won it 2-1 over the Yanks. And how about this one on the Mets and Dodgers? They played 11 innings. They were tied at 4-4. They had to stop. They ran out of pitchers. That's the way it goes in spring training. Believe me, that kind of stuff happens down there. The boys will be north in a week, and I love it.
Yeah, can't wait. Okay.
Fun-filled sports show. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Tim.
Stay tuned with us now. Frank Andrews will have a 16 salute next.
It's for a man who travels from Pike County to Scranton every day to help out a Scranton hospital.
I'd like mornings better if they started later.
You'll like mornings better when you start them with this great Garfield mug.
Handsome fella.
Get one at McDonald's for just 69 cents with any delicious breakfast entree or any large sandwich after 4 p.m.
I never met a dinner I didn't like.
So have breakfast and dinner at McDonald's and collect all 4 Garfield mugs.
What a good-looking mug. Or mugs.
At McDonald's.
Finally tonight, a 16 salute for a Pike County man who travels about 70 miles every day to help the nurses in the emergency room at Scranton CMC. As Newswatch 16's Frank Andrews explains, Charlie Clark of Milford is a special part of the hospital staff.
The nurses here in the emergency room of Scranton CMC Hospital are throwing a party for Charlie Clark. It's Charlie's 75th birthday, but it's also a chance for the nurses to say thank you for a job well done. Charlie is a volunteer in the emergency room and has been for 13 years since 1973. He came to CMC 13 years ago to get some training as an ambulance driver. He stayed on as a helper to the nurses here. He neatens up the emergency room, does the odd jobs around the hospital, and makes sure there's always a hot pot of coffee for the nurses.
We get so busy here and crazy, and
when that coffee's there, when you just have 1 minute to relax, it makes all the difference in the world. And if it's not for Charlie, a lot of times there's nothing there. And you just sit there and take a minute by yourself with no coffee, or if you get that chance. But he's terrific. He's a very special person.
Well, if I don't make coffee for them, they'll have to make it themselves. And psychologically, if they're bombed with people here, and the high command found one of them back there making the coffee pot.
So is that what you're trying
Same as that linen I picked up. If I don't pick it up, the nurse has to pick it up.
So you're trying to just ease their load a little?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
Charlie's the kind of guy that makes this area a better place for all of us to live. And he gets this week's 16 salute. Frank Andrews, Newswatch 16, Scranton.
And if you know someone who deserves a 16 salute, write to us here at WNEP TV, the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Airport in Avoca. Our zip is 18641. And that's Newswatch 16 for this Tuesday.
Be sure to join us tonight on The Update, when we'll tell you what the Pocono resorts are doing to bring back the honeymooners.
World News Tonight is next with a look at what the government is doing to outsmart the counterfeiters.
For the team, thank you for joining us.
Enjoy your evening.
When you see news in the making, Newswatch 16 wants to hear from you. Call 1-800-533-NEWS, toll free from anywhere in Pennsylvania. Call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 1-800-533-NEWS.